MTG Scoundrels. It's in the cardboard.
Ladies and gentlemen, scoundrels of all ages, welcome back to another episode of Modern Weekly. Today, on the docket, we have Samwise Combo versus Hollow One, going to 18 with an untapped Sacred Foundry and a Ragavan in passing. Samwise on 6 here. Windswept Heath and pass. There's a Bloodstained Mire. Well, looks like before attacks here, going to go to 19, find a Surveil land, more than likely. There it is. Underground Mortuary. Probably wanting to see what the top card is and if it's worth giving up to the Ragavan. Leaving it on top. Ragavan getting in for 2. Letting him have a Samwise Gamgee. That is a decision. And looks like going to go ahead and cast the Samwise Gamgee. Passing the turn. Untapped Temple Garden. Into Samwise Gamgee. Passing. Bloodstained Mire going to get cracked here. Probably also finding a Surveil land. Raucous Theater, more than likely. Yep. Oh no, Elegant Parlor. All right. Keeping it there. Untapping. Oh no, not keeping it there. Putting that arena into the bin. That usually means there's an Arena of Glory in hand, as it is one of the strongest lands for the deck. And there's a Flage, Titan of Fire's Fury. So, looks like going to deal 3 damage to the Sam here. No extra food token, but that'll count. So we'll be at 15 to 20. Attacking in for 4. Hitting Verdant Catacombs off the top. Untapping, drawing. Currently sitting at 11 to 20. There's a Verdant Catacombs. Another Samwise Gamgee in passing. Must be leaving up the possibility to go find a Dryad Arbor. Well, that's why the Elegant Parlor wasn't fetched. There's the Raucous, or why the Elegant Parlor was fetched. There's the Raucous Theater. Looks like keeping it there. Attacking for 4. Gilded Goose getting hit off the top. That'll bring us to 7 to 20. Ooh, and there's an Orcish Bowmaster. Going to deal 1 to the Samwise player. Make an Orc army. Going to cycle a Marauding Mako. Oh, and there is a Burning Inquiry with the Orcish Bowmaster out. That is huge. So there will be 3 pings from the Orcish Bowmaster. We'll see where they end up being targeted. First, choosing 3 cards and discarding those 3. Ooh, hitting Wall of Roots, Young Wolf, and Court of Calling. Looks like gonna send 1 up top and 2 targeting the Sam. Gonna let the Sam die. Decided not to go get the Dryad Arbor. Fetching. Finding a Lush Portico. Thoughtseize going to the bin. Anything on top? Probably not enough to deal with 4 creatures. And you can escape Flage here. Even if you gain 1 life off that cat, it's not going to be enough. And that'll do it. Game 1 going to Hollow 1 over Samwise Combo. Thank you all so much for watching us here at MTG Scoundrels. If you enjoy our content, please like and subscribe. Be a friend, tell a friend. Thank you all for subscribing recently. We are on our march to 500 subscribers and 1,000 after that, so please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave a comment down below. Helps us out, and we love hearing from you guys and appreciate everything you guys do for us. Alright, in terms of sideboarding, Samwise Combo, if it already doesn't have a couple copies of Orcish Bowmasters in the main, it will definitely board them in. This particular version also has the Yawgmoth combo in here as well, with 1 copy of Yawgmoth. There's also 1 copy of Brightglass Gearhulk. So being able to get some graveyard hate, that's a little bit more targeted out of the bin, that doesn't affect your cat combo. Something you can do once you get into Brightglass Gearhulk. And just not bad to have in the early game to help slow the Hollow 1 deck down. Keeping them off Detective's Phoenix matters a fair bit, as well as keeping them off of Flage. Of course, Hollow 1 probably bringing in a couple more interactive pieces, but they don't really want to mess with their consistency if they can. You will definitely see some more removal pieces coming out of the board. Moving into our ads, definitely check out our friends over at Arcane Artistry. They make wonderful food, clue, and treasure tokens in the stained glass style. Their Etsy link is in the description below, and they've been featured over on EDH Hijinks as well as the Spike Feeders. So definitely give them a look. They got new tokens on the way. Also check out our friends over at Grove Warden Games, a wonderful place to storm out. They're also the hosts of our channel. Their links are in the description below. And of course, check out artists of our channel, Sean Gerard, open to new projects. Their QR code is on the screen, as well as their email in the description below. So definitely reach out, whether you need professional artwork or if you're just looking to pick up an art project for a friend. And of course, last but not least, definitely check out our socials. We are at MTGScoundrels on Facebook, Twitter, and Blue Sky. Most active on Blue Sky. Definitely check us out there. Sub to the channel, like the page, leave us a comment. We appreciate all of you. All right, my fellow scoundrels, we are moving on into game number 2 here, with Samwise Combo on the play, which is where you would rather be against Hollow One. Looks like a relatively keepable hand, as much as not having Sam here kind of hurts. But that's okay. Starting out with a Lush Portico. Big decision with the card on top. Gonna keep it there. Pass the turn. Starting off with the Bloodstained Mire and passing. Here's a swamp. Into a Wall of Roots. Into a Gilded Goose. Oh, can't do that. There's that line of text on the bottom Wall of Roots that says, only once per turn. Guess this must be the Samwise player's first time playing with Wall of Roots. Wasn't in on playing too much Nadu, but that's alright. Bloodstained Mire. They both caught the situation there. Bloodstained Mire getting cracked. Probably finding a Surveil land. There it is. Elegant Parlor. Ooh, putting the Sacred Foundry into the bin. Must have enough lands in hand. Want some action. Oh, there is Arena of Glory. Cycling a Street Wraith. That moment when you wish you could tap the Gilded Goose for mana to go ahead and cast that Bowmaster in hand, but there's another Street Wraith being cycled. Ooh, exerting the Arena of Glory? For Hollow One into Hollow One? Attacking for 8. That's what the Hollow One deck wants to do. That'll bring us to 12 to 15. No blockers either. Alright, Wall of Roots. Gonna get activated, then play a Gilded Goose. 2 food on the battlefield. Look at those wonderful tokens from Arcane Artistry. That's Windswept Heath for turn. And passing. Another Arena of Glory. Tapping it for a Marauding Mako. One of the few good cards to come out of Aether Drift. Or at least see some play in Modern. Other than the obvious that is, in fact, Ketramose. Attacking in for 8. Well, there is an Orcish Bowmaster's. ETB, ping the Mako. Gonna get in the way of one of those hollow ones with the token. Taking 4 here, going to 8. Oh, deciding not to do the Faithless Looting. Forgetting that Orcish Bowmasters is on the board. Passing the turn. End step, Windswept Teeth, gonna get cracked. Probably finding the Underground Mortuary. Yep, there it is. Feels like the Samwise player is close to stabilizing here. Interesting. Surveilling the Cauldron Familiar into the bin. Not a bad place for it to be. Interesting line of play. So you're staring down 2 hollow ones. Okay, putting a Temple Garden in tapped. Wall of Roots. Plus a Gilded Goose and a land. Going to cast a Recruiter of the Guard. There's a world here. Where you just get Sam. Seems like the Sam Combo player definitely mulling it over. However, there's also a Grist in this list. And having that as a piece of removal is never a bad thing. Tough decision. If you get the Sam, you can play the Sam. Then sack the last food to bring the cat back. That would go up, bring it back up to 8. And would give you a cat blocker that you can just keep bringing back. And gaining life off of, which is not a bad situation. Okay, deciding to go the Grist route. Not awful. Unfortunately here that means you have to use your last food token. And then gonna deciding to sack a Goose instead of a Recruiter of the Guard. I guess just to leave blockers up and destroy one of those hollow ones. Recruiter being able to find Grist is a neat interaction. Okay. What does the Hollow One player do from here? There's an Arid Mesa. That'll get cracked. Gonna find a raucous theater. Surveil incoming. Of course, if he can put Flage in the bin, that is huge. Or even a Detective's Phoenix. Putting Mako in the bin. Here's 1 mana. There's a Detective's Phoenix. Going to collect evidence 6 here. That'll make the Hollow One have flying. Attacking in. That'll take the Samwise player down to 1. There's a Thraben Charm to exile the graveyard. Oh man. Was that the right decision for the Samwise player? Well, it looks like they can at least get to 3. Play a Haywire Mite. Exile the Detective's Phoenix. Everything's back on the ground. Uptick the Grist. Make an Insect. Put a Sylvan Safekeeper in the bin. And probably pass from here. You kind of wish you had 1 more mana. There's a pass of the turn. 1 more mana would let you have access to making a food and cracking it. Gonna take 2 off a Blood Crypt. Oh wow. No way. Exerting an Arena for a Street Wraith? That has Swamp Walk. Attacking for lethal? Wow, that'll do it. Game, set, match, going to Hollow One. They say you never want to cast Street Wraith. But today they're wrong. Thank you all so much for watching us here at MTG Scoundrels. If you enjoy our content, please like and subscribe. Be a friend, tell a friend. And we will see you all next week.